Motherfuckers be out there lying with the whole chest. Straight face, just lying with the whole chest. Like you didn't just see what had happened. Like you wasn't a part of what just happened. Like you didn't just stand 2 feet away from what just happened. I'm out here staying at a Comfort Inn. It's a motel. It's not really a hotel. This morning I left for work and the toilet was stopped up from last night. Now I didn't, do anything to the toilet. I didn't take a massive, colossal crap or anything. It was just like, it's a slow toilet or something. When I left out this morning, I told one of the dudes at the front, he didn't understand me at all. Hey, can you check on room 22 boo, whatever. I'm not giving you a name, I already gave a hotel. And the guy says, huh? I say, yeah, can you check on it? The water is not flowing. The toilet's not flowing. Check on it. He said, what? And I repeated myself over and over. And then he said, what room? I said, 2 blue. So I leave out, I go to work. I'm gone for at least 12 hours. I come back, there's another guy, a young Indian guy. I'm guessing this is like a family-owned motel chain or something. I asked the Indian guy, well, first, I wait in the front. I have to wait. There's more people checking in. There's some white guy with his whole family. There's a few white guys with his whole family, and he's begging the Indian guy to let him stay here with his 2 dogs. He starts talking about how he came from Kansas, and the last time he rested was this and that, as if the Indian guy or me gave 2 shits. The Indian guy just wants the money. Now this guy's giving him his whole life story, talking about this, that, and the other. And then the white guy, middle-aged white guy, older white guy, got kids, whatever, tells him, I have 2 show dogs. He says, they're little poodles. And he pulls out a wad of cash and starts asking, how much is it? Can I give you $50? How much is it? Because, they're just small. They don't shed. They're clean. They're little poodles. They're show dogs. They're like pixardoodle. They don't shed. They're just little doggies. Can I just bring them in? I'll give you $50. Then he starts trying to confuse the guy with smiles and bravado. And he's like, hey, how about this? I'll pay for the incidentals with my credit card and I'll pay for everything else with cash. And he whips out a wad of cash and got like $300 in 20s. Not a wad. It's not a phone book of cash. He starts whipping out this and he starts talking about, oh no, you put for that on this and you put for this on that. At the end of this interaction, he slips the Indian guy a 20. He slides. He said, that's for your troubles. Mob boss style. He said, that's for your troubles. Now, I've been at this hotel for 2 days now. There is a sign plastered on the plexiglass barrier, the COVID barrier. There's a sign plastered that says, 100, no pets are allowed on this premises. That's what the sign says. I'll go take a picture of it. The sign says, no pets are allowed. If pets are found on premises, automatic $150 deposit and $50 per pet. So that's $200. Yeah, that's $250. It's $150 plus $50 for each animal. That's what the fucking, it's a taped sign. Well, it was taped there this morning. For some reason, after that interaction, the Indian guy took it down off the plexiglass and put it on the counter. So like while you're sliding money under that little area, you can at least, I don't know why he took it off of the thing that was in front of his face and put it down flat on the counter. But I watched this whole fucking interaction. I watched it. And the whole time I'm thinking to myself, white fucking privilege. I can do whatever I want. I can talk real fast. I can talk fast and I'll just try to pay you off. And you won't say no. You can't say no. You're the help. That's the whole time what's going on in my head. And this interaction is going on for about 5 minutes straight. Begging the guy if he can have pets. There's a sign that says no pets. And if we catch pets, if you sneak a pet in, we will charge you a set amount of money. Predetermined, no haggling. This is not a barter system. There's no finagling. You can't finesse the pet. If we catch the pet, $200 minimum. $50 for each additional pet. I'm not going to keep beating that horse. So after that interaction, I slide in, and I'm waiting in line. I slide in, and I start tapping the sign on the glass in front of. There's an Indian guy. There's a little black glass barrier. The sign is right there for both of us to see. I start tapping the sign. And then the Indian guy says, yeah, what do you know? He looks sheepish, like he knows I watched him just fucking cave to this random white guy. Random white guy he doesn't know from Adam, from Billy Bob, from JoJo. He doesn't know this guy. He doesn't owe him a thing. He just caved for him. He didn't say, sorry, sir. It's mandatory that you pay $250 just for the pets and $179 for the room. That's how much it costs a night. $179. I say, hey, buddy, earlier this morning, I talked to a guy about the toilets. Do you know if he fixed them or not? He says, I don't know. I say, no. I'm not trying to bother you. It's been a long day. I'm just asking. It's fine. Here, I'll go check the room. I'll come back down. I'll let you know. I go check my room. They had not made my bed. The bed is a fucking mess. They had not done anything like a hotel would do, like $179 room a night that you expect. They didn't take down the dirty face cloths. They didn't put new soap in. There's a little coffee machine, a single serve coffee machine in each room with little coffee packets. They didn't replace any of the coffee packets. They didn't even give me more coffee cups. They didn't give me more water cups, which incidentally I'm using for my little alcohol. That's probably why I'm heating. I haven't had anything to sip yet. They hadn't done any of this. And the toilet that was clogged this morning, or since last night, before I left, was unclogged. However, they rinsed the plunger off in the sink. And now there's poopy water in the sink. Dried, crusted poopy water in the sink. They hadn't given me any hand towel. They hadn't given me anything to clean it with. There's all sorts. It's just the whole room's a mess. And that is not what you'd expect from a fucking La Quinta Inn or a Motel 6. And those places are like $50 a night. I wouldn't expect that from them. I do expect roaches from them, but I wouldn't expect this level of unsatisfactory service. They didn't even send room service. So I go back downstairs, and now I'm heated. All this money's going towards these rooms, and I gotta be here for a minimum of a certain amount of days. It's not one night, it's multiple nights. I gotta be here for multiple nights. And now I know they don't bother to clean my room. And I just witnessed this fucking clusterfuck at the counter, where some white guy who's supposed to be paying $250 got away with paying $50 and then slipping the cash, the clerk, a $20. Now I'm heated. I go downstairs, in my head I'm thinking, hey, what kind of shit show and a dumpster fire do you guys run here? There's poopy water in my sink. There's dirty hand towels and face towels. There's somebody put a dirty hand towel that I washed my butt with on top of a clean bath towel to dry myself. So now the bath towel has got dirty germs all over it. It's got dead skin cells. It's not something that I want to use to dry my body with on a new day. I go down there and I take pictures. I'm over there. I go down there and I'm heated and I'm like, hey man, I have a complaint. So I show him the pictures. I said, they didn't even make my bed. I start off with the bed and I slowly work my way towards the coffee machine and the fact that the garbage hadn't been taken out, and how there's no clean face cloths. And then I was going to work my way up to there's also, it looks like they put the plunger on the sink right next to the fresh body towel, and there's a sticky weird spot, like a ring. There's literally a sticky ring on the sink next to the fresh clean body towel, and then there's poopy dried brown speckles in the sink. Now I've got my fucking toothbrush, I've got face pads, I've got cleaning stuff on the fucking sink. I show this guy the picture and his first response is, yeah, we don't do room service every day. I said, what? Yeah, we don't do room service every day. I'm like, what do you mean you don't do room service every day? I said, I'm paying for room service. He said, yeah, I said, when do you do room service? He said, we do like Monday. He said, so I have to wait next Monday for you guys to get me clean towels, clean face cloths, and to wipe down the counter services and possibly make the bed. He said, yeah, if you stay for multiple nights, we're not gonna do room service. And now I'm flabbergasted because I know he's lying to me. I know he's lying. This is not my first hotel stay. This is probably his first time seeing me, but this is this interaction that I have with certain people. They see me and they think black guy probably doesn't know anything. I'm gonna lie to him and I'm gonna give him unsatisfactory service. That's literally what he just did. Then I say, well, here's the thing. Somebody has to fix this. How do we rectify? I'm not trying to point fingers. Again, I'm not trying to point fingers. There's poopy water in my sink. There's dried poopy flakes everywhere. There's dirty face cloths. There's a sticky spot on the sink next to my I don't know, grooming items, whatever I'm calling it. And now he's like, yeah, sir, I don't know. What do you want me to do? I said, you got to fix it. Yeah, I'm here by myself. The cleaning staff has left it. I'm like, well, call him back. How do you get to go home when you don't do your job? Like, how do you literally get to not do a job? How are they a cleaning staff if they don't clean? I'm thinking this. I don't ask him that because I don't want to be confrontational black guy. I'm already dumb black guy. I'm already black guy who doesn't know that hotels and motels are supposed to fucking at the least give you fresh face cloths and new cups for your coffee machine, your little coffee decanter. I'm already stupid black guy. I don't want to be stupid black guy and confrontational black guy. So now I'm like, I'm not pointing fingers. I just need you to do something about it. There's white family behind me. They see this and my Afro pick, and they see I'm having this conversation with Mr. Indian guy, and I can hear snickering. There's a little white boy who clearly has never seen a black adult male. I guess because in his county or wherever the fuck they're from, there are none, or they're all in jail. He starts snickering and asking mom questions like, I forget what he asked, but he asks another question when I get to the elevator. He literally said, they can use the elevator too. This is a little bit later. He literally said that. Little white boy with fucking, seriously, I'm sure mom fostered that little boy to sound like that. I asked the Indian guy, what are we going to do to fix this? He tells me he can't do anything right now. I said, you got to have to do something. I'm paying money every night for this. I'm not going to continue paying money for this if this is the service I'm getting. He said, I'll be up in 2 minutes. All right, thank you. And then as I'm about to walk away, I say, and I see that the service is bad for me. And then the other guy, I didn't say white guy, the other guy, he can slip you $50 for a pet. When clearly it says $150 for the pet, for the deposit, and $50 for the cleaning fee, $200 minimum. It even says no pets. So, and he's got 2 of them. So I see how the service changes from person to person. And then he literally felt like I just spit in his mother's face. He's like, no, that's not what's happening. That's your perspective. I said, no, it's not my perspective. This sign right here is your company policy. That's the policy. It's a sign. It's written. It's a policy. You're telling me you guys don't clean rooms. And I asked you if that's a policy, and you said no, as if you don't know what a policy is. Now he's telling me this is my own perspective on the thing that I just witnessed. The white guy comes in, starts talking fast, pulling out a wad of cash, and he starts talking about, oh, come on, please, man, I've been driving since Kansas. You don't know, the last time we rested, it's been so long since we rested. You should feel bad for my white tears. You should feel bad for me. Feel for me. Feel for me. Meanwhile, the black guy's got poopy shit in his sink, and the Indian guy's like, I don't know. Also, the thing you just witnessed, black guy, that didn't happen. Then the Indian guy tells me, and I shit you not, then the cashier, the clerk, whatever, the guy literally tells me that the white guy said that they are service animals. And I said, no, he didn't say that. He said show animals. And then he said that each one of his little show animals cost $3,000. Show animal is not the same thing as service animal. Now the Indian guy goes on to say, no, they're service animal and I can't refuse if you come in with service animal. I'm like, hey man, I'm not talking about refuse them. I'm talking about the dollar amount. This is your policy. It is set in writing. You break your policy for some people, and then you won't even uphold your policy of cleanliness for other people. And he's like, that's just your perspective. And now at this point, I realize I'm not getting anywhere, and I'm gonna be confrontational if I continue. There's gonna be some F-bombs dropped. So I say, no problem, man. Just let me know what you guys can do to make this right, because I'm not gonna keep paying for this. And he says, give me 2 minutes. I wait 2 minutes. He puts me in another room. That's great. I'm in a new room, but I now have to move all of my stuff from one room to another. And there's no like, I'm so sorry, let me get a metal cart. I'll help move. I'll send someone up. We can fix this. We'll make it right for you. I just got to move from one end of the hotel motel to the other end of the motel after I just worked a 12-hour shift and witnessed some bullshittery and simping for white folk. Meanwhile, telling me the things I just witnessed didn't happen. He's literally telling me, the white guy says it was a service animal, as if I wasn't standing 2 feet away. Maybe he doesn't know what show animal means. I don't think they have show animals in India. I don't think there's a creepy Indian person who has, like, his hands on a dog's balls. And then the dog's balls are wet. And then he sniffs his hand. I don't know. Because that's a thing that happens in white circles. Like, you gotta sniff it to tell if it's in musk or in heat, whatever the fuck. If it's not musty enough, it's not a good show animal. And you gotta hold the dog's balls. That's probably not a thing that goes on in Indian circles. I am understandably done with most of them. Understandably so. Every day I gotta deal with some more bullshittery. Every day. It's something new from one of these fuckboys every day. Another day in the life.